Hey friends, Mike and Jess here.
And welcome to Should have bought a Honda. My goodness. And welcome to Regeneration Nation TV. Today we are reacting to Sarah Millican. I think I got so tripped up by it. I was too excited, you know? I got ahead of myself.
This is a tricky name.
Getting better at saying no. I am looking forward to this because I am one of those people that need to get better at saying no. I'm so bad about that.
I agree. Jess always takes the stance of like, I'll go down here, you go up here.
Yep.
I'm like, no.
I'm so guilty of that. It's so bad.
You're worthy of love. You're worthy of respect. You're worthy of admiration.
I'm too much of a people pleaser. I'm working on it though, especially being an adult and having 3 children and wanting to raise them the right way. So
nothing wrong with that though. There's worse, much worse characteristics, you know, character traits that you could possess. So you possess some of the best out of anyone. So anyways, we're going to see Sarah in November, and we do the polls and everything on Patreon. Just nobody's voting. Okay, so last week we had choose your own thing. It came in second, but you know what? We're kind of taking advantage of that as much as possible.
I like it.
Sarah's back on the menu, baby. Okay. We've got links for her channel down below, links for this video down below. Go support her. Go love her. Go adore her. And let's get into this.
Let's get into it.
But as I get older, I'm getting much better at using the word no. I used to be rubbish at saying no. I used to say yes all the time, yes too much, yes to everything, to the point where I felt a bit like a doormat, a bit like I was being used, I suppose. And then I went through a phase of saying yes, but immediately regretting it. And then I went through a phase of saying no, but in a really kind of wishy-washy, namby-pamby sort of way. Now, if somebody asks me to do something I don't want to do, I just go like this. No. I find quite out that my voice changes. So if I do want to do it, I go, yeah, that sounds great, thanks very much. And if I don't, I go, no. No apology, no explanation, just no. Made a list of some of the things I've said no to over the years.
Down,
First
Jess.
thing on my list, I said no to opening a sexual health clinic on the Isle of Wight. You know when I say opening, I mean cutting a ribbon, not getting planning permission. You know that? I said no to a voiceover for an advert they thought I was perfect for, and I thought, let's see what you think I'm perfect for. It was an advert for soil. All I can think is that they Googled my name and it said I was very dirty, and they were like, yep, she'll do that. She's dirty. She probably got worms. Yep.
Actually, she's right. I mean, honestly, the person's probably a fan. You're like, she's so dirty.
That actually would have been so genius. A dirty comedian to promote our soil.
Exactly. Perfect, actually.
That's awesome.
This one's very straightforward. I say no to skinny jeans because I find them very thrushy. Very straightforward, that one. I say no to giving my email address to shop assistants. Have you had this? Actually, the last time it happened, I didn't say no. I said a different word. I got to the till and the man on the till said, and your email address is? And I said, irrelevant.
It's so funny because our good old buddy Andy, we bring up a lot, from Liverpool, he got his address or his email address used one time by this one over here for the Texas Roadhouse birthday email thing.
I did. I signed him up.
They used to make us put in 2 people's thing every night.
Yeah, you were
every
made
night.
to.
You had to turn them in every night.
Yeah, do your checkout.
So we just started making up. I'm like, oh crap, I don't have my 2 things. Who do I know?
Yeah.
Look it up. I'm like, oh, Andy. Andy's like, why did I start getting birthday like emails and stuff from Texas Roadhouse? They don't even have that here.
So he just has a bunch of free stuff from Texas
He's like,
Roadhouse.
I know you guys work there. I know it was you.
I say no to guinea pigs. Don't say awesome, but if they say, oh, they're shit. Budget rabbits at best. And spend another couple of pounds. Treat yourself to some fucking ears. But think about it. Think about Watership Down. If Watership Down was guinea pigs instead of rabbits, you wouldn't cry at the end, would you? You go like this. Nobody ever made a vibrator out of a guinea pig, did they?
Oh my gosh. You know what's so funny is literally when she said rabbit, I was remembering the last one where you guys told me that I was totally wrong in the reference she was making, and it actually was a toy. And I was like, oh, Jess. My life. My goodness. And then she said something about
Jess.
it.
So innocent.
You know what? Because this bit's really important. I say no to people in the street with clipboards. There was a few people agreeing with that over there, yeah. Unless they're standing outside the station.
Everybody with the clipboard's getting passed. Treated like a loan shark.
So I was just about to say that because of the last comment that she made. It reminded me of the mall. Whenever we go to the mall, whenever we go out anywhere where somebody has something going on, there's been 2 occasions in the last several months that's happened. But Michael's always like, you're the ones that they go after. Don't even look at them. And I feel like the ones at the mall, I've gotten really good at not making eye contact and keeping on walking. And even if they catch me and they're like, would you like to try some? I'm really good at just being like, no, thank you. And I'll just keep walking. And I'm like, don't make eye contact. Don't even think about what you just said. Don't feel bad about it. Just keep going. And I still think that thought. But we went to Busch Gardens and they had this whole setup and they were giving away a whole trip with a hotel and stuff like that. They were trying to introduce you to this new park that they were building or something. And they were giving it out if you gave the email. And so I was like, okay, whatever, you can get my email. We're not doing anything. Let's go do it. And then once I realized that this guy's taking me on this long journey and showing me all this stuff, and I'm like, he's probably going to be emailing for the next 10 years of my life. So I'm like, you know what? I got to go find my sons. I'm out. Like, I can't.
You went through all that, gave him the email, didn't even get the
I did. I didn't even get the rewards from it because I was like, he's going to keep me here for the next 30 minutes and it's hot and I'm not standing here forever. But I made up a story and I got out like that. I was so proud of myself.
There was a few people agreeing with that over there, yeah. Unless they're standing outside a stationery shop and there's an offer on clipboards, because I love stationery more than fucking life itself. I say no to notebooks and aspirational signs. I'd say anything to do with dreams. Make your dreams come true, make your dreams a reality. Because I always think, do you mean my actual dreams, like the ones I have in the night? To make those come true. Are you sure? To find out where The Rock lives. You want me to go to his house, wait until he gives me the kittens and then take me top off? Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Oh my God.
I say no to slates instead of plates. Have you had this? You're in a perfectly nice restaurant and they bring you a dinner on a bit of fucking roof.
You're eating at some fancy ass places.
I was at the Edinburgh Fringe in August last year and I was genuinely served a fry-up in a frying pan. Because mornings aren't my best time, I'm not on my most alert on a morning. I ate it really quickly because I was worried they were waiting for the pan.
They probably were.
This next one's a little bit controversial. Not everybody likes this one. There's 3 to go, by the way. I said no to a gig at the Queen's Jubilee because I was picking up a kitten. I spent 8 years of my life without any pets, the longest I'd ever gone, because of the lifestyle of my job. And then my husband and I realised we were finally in a position where we could definitely look after a cat. And our friend's cat had just had kittens, so we locked a date in my diary when that kitten could leave his mum and come and live with us. It was locked in my diary. And my agent, she said, but it's the Queen's Jubilee. And I said, but it's a kitten. She tried all ways to persuade me, and in the end I just said, look, I don't care how good her tits are, I'm not fucking going. Second last one.
Respectable.
I said no to someone shoving a crunchie up my fanny.
A crunchie?
Now, I don't know when you last had a crunchie. You might not remember the chocolate is very thin and would have fizzled off in no time. Very angular cinder toffee that would have hurt.
Yeah.
I don't do adverts anyway.
I thought it was her boyfriend, our husband, asking.
I love her so much.
It wasn't even a Friday. And the last one on my list. I say no to people driving up the closed lane and cutting in. Do you know what I mean by this? Yeah.
Yes.
So we also
You can't say no, though.
The sign that says in 800 yards, this lane will close, and this lane will remain open. Now, I like to consider myself a good driver. I immediately start working my way across to the lane that will remain open. Some people, though, just drive to the front of the other lanes and cut in.
Yep.
Now, if this is me, and this is you better hope that your car is no bigger than a fucking pube. Between me and the car in front of me. me.
Dude, it's so difficult though. Like easier
so
said than done. Because then the car in front of you is like, what the hell's wrong with this person behind me?
Yeah.
You gotta like toe the line of not getting brake checked and ramming into them.
Yep.
And then the person, some of these people, they cut
jab.
in so aggressive.
They're
like,
aggressive.
You're gonna hit me.
Yep.
You're either gonna hit me or you're gonna let me in right
yep.
now because I'm getting in. I don't care if it's a pubic centimeter or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do get there's like a rage inside of me almost where I'm
joke.
just like sorry.
Just wanted it to be heard, okay?
But I get that feel of rage whenever somebody does that. I'm like, golly, you entitled little. But I have also been in the situation where I miss my turn and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know where I'm going. And then I have to like get into the thing. So it's hard because it could
I just
be
put
one
my
of those
turn signal
people-
on. Eventually somebody will let you in. They're not like...
If you're not an aggressive...
Not everybody's a monster out there, okay?
Now that is very clearly a no action. That driver must surely understand what's going on. But I always want them to see my face saying no as well. So I wait until they side it up, because they do that, don't they? They drive up alongside you. They glance across at you and your car in a slightly sort of pleading way. Oh, go on. Let me in. I'm only driving an Audi TT. I'm just a cunt. And that is when I glance across at them and I go like this. No.
No.
Just to make sure they definitely get the message, I do this.
What? Then they're going to follow you.
Man.
They're like, oh, what? Really? Okay, I'll follow you home then.
Exactly. That terrifies me. The amount of road rage incidents that you see on, like, the fact that we have social media and we have videos everywhere, and YouTube especially, and shorts. There's so many popular channels that have all that road rage incidents and stuff. And the fact that you watch it all the time, I'm so much more weary about that. Like, I hate making eye contact with somebody else that I feel like I might have
movie from a few years ago.
Terrifying.
Unhinged, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Those people are out there.
That's terrifying. They're just waiting.
And then that one guy, what was the one, I can't remember his name, but he was in the movie back in the day, and he just had enough with society. I remember he had a white shirt and a tie and a baseball bat. And he was like, enough, dude.
Oh my God.
Wasn't very road rage, but, you know.
He'd had enough of the world at least.
Same situation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who you're going to run into.
No.
I'm not road raging at anybody.
No, I don't want to risk it. Too many people have weapons here. I'm not. No, thank you. I got my kids in the car most of the time. It's
ain't
not
that
worth
big
it.
of a deal.
It's not worth it, for sure. But
like, I'll try to keep you from cutting in on me, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not trying to
go to head with you
today.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to die. I don't know if we get into it. don't let you in, tap you a little bit, I'm dead. Next thing you know, gone.
Yeah, I'm just talking to God and tell him
it's
what
not
happened.
that important.
You know, no,
not that important.
I think it is very respectable if it is a true story about her going through the Queen's Jubilee and then getting a kitten. It's just like when you're famous like that, people think that, oh, that's a given. Of course she's going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, that's something good for her career. But when you think about people like that and being like wanted by the public and wanting to appear at all these things, and people want you there, but then you still remember that you have a life and you want to create that with your loved one, you know, and just taking that time to create that life and get the kitten. I think that's lovely to hear that. I hope that's true, but
it's okay. It's all right. You get a once in a lifetime opportunity versus a kitten. It's fair enough.
I don't know. It just shows that your priorities aren't being everywhere for everyone else. It's for yourself sometimes. And I think that's good.
It's good. It's good.
I mean, it is a very prestigious thing.
There you go.
I would be very excited to be invited to do something like that.
I would have went to the thing. I'm like, hey, can you just hold the cat for tomorrow? Yes, cool. I thought you would say that. I'm going to go to this thing tonight. It's the Queen's Jubilee.
It's true.
Like,
you could just change the day.
We'll hold 3 cats for you
one
if
day.
you need.
Yeah. One day off, you know. It wouldn't be that big a deal, but it's okay.
Still, made for a good joke. Oh, man. I can't wait to go see her live. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching with us. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, friends.
I'm not scared of your love.